Hi, this is Cindy. This is one of my walls in my apartment, and I've got quite a few completed paintings. I've already gone over them, most of them in the first 3 videos that I submitted to my channel, my YouTube channel. If you have any interest in seeing a lot of my completed paintings, that is a good spot to go. So what I wanted to share is I'm going to show you a couple more completed paintings. Now I wanted to show you the command strip right here. I'm hoping that that's clear. This works really well. It's not that big. It's about 1 inch or so, and it'll really hold quite a bit of weight, though most of my canvases are pretty light. So I use these as recommended by a friend to hang my paintings so that I'm not damaging the walls. Now I finished this painting yesterday, and it was using this Olga Soby recipe. It's I've had a challenging time with that, but I also switch between my Floetrol recipe and this one, which kind of, it may influence my progress. So I was happy with it. I felt that after all the work I did on this, which was laying down the paintings, blowing them out, adding more paint, blowing it out, adding more paint, blowing it out, and just going, I give up. I did put the green on top of the blue, which it was originally blue. I blew that out, and then I added the 3 puddles here, here, and here. And that video is just uploaded if you have any interest in watching the process. I did really narrow it down and deleted a lot so that you're just basically going to see the last portion of the painting process. Now I had some leftover paint that I had collected after doing a swipe painting, and I decided, I really liked how the paint was flowing on just even the table. Well, not literally the table, because I had some paper laid down, but I thought, oh my gosh, this is real pretty. So I scooped everything up with my palette knife and just laid it down on this canvas. And it came out pretty cool. I've never done this before as far as using the old paint. I've got a lot of paint in cups that I have set aside, with the plastic on top, and with a rubber band to keep it kind of more airtight. But this was kind of fun, and I was really happy that it didn't lose its brilliance. It did darken up a bit, but not to the degree that I've seen some of my other paintings darken up with my first Floetrol recipe. So for this one, it's going to be a little tougher to see from close up. But what I decided to do was I think I added paint. No, I just added lines. And I just thought, put the sky, put the grass, and put the water. I think the only thing I would have changed is to have the water coming in at the same, kind of like on the horizontal line, because it's this way, which kind of throws it off a bit. But I just wanted to try something new. I did this a while ago, and I first did the sky, laid that out, and dripped the paint off. And then the same with the grassy area. I laid down the lines of paint and then let it flow off. And then with this, I laid the paint down, and it looks like what I did, I know I did swipes, but there's a possibility I may have used the blow dryer as well. This is really the only section that has any sort of cells. And it was one of those things that, you kind of go, hey, I think I'm going to try this. And I thought it was kind of cool. It would be nice to brighten up, like maybe a game room or something. I have the ring light on, so there is a little bit of reflection there. And the sky, I always use the, God, what's that color? It's not cyan. Oh gosh, I don't have the name of that color on the tip of my tongue. But there's a silver and white and this particular blue. Now I'm not sure if I showed this one yet. It was a blowout, kind of a, I guess a blowout Dutch pour, you'd say. And I just put more and more colors till I was happy with the intensity and the contrast. And the same with this. Then I added kind of, I went using my dot tool, you know, I brought that through so that it created kind of a little bit of a design. So in a way it kind of looks like a rope. And the only problem I had was I used a canvas I had used before, and I thought that I had basically brushed the paint off because it hadn't worked out, the first one. So I thought that I had brushed the paint off, but what had happened, I think what happened was that with this is it had already started drying, and so it left these little ridges. So I think there is a way to address that, but basically for now, until I learn how to do that, it would, and it's a pretty simple process from what I've heard, but I would just really need to use a new canvas when this is an issue. And I think this side isn't as bad. Yeah, that looks fine. This is another painting I did, and I had laid out all the colors this way and just did this one section. And I believe what I did is I just tilted it. And then once that area was covered, I did a pour here. And then I tilted that as well. So there's some pretty cool effects here. And kind of, it's not the southwestern colors, you know, like New Mexico, but it does kind of give me that southwestern vibe. And again, I think what I really like is when I see on a painting, just where you got the darks and the lights, it just really is very pretty and dynamic. There's times where I see some of these paintings and I go, you know, I've been tempted to create shopping bags. Because everybody's always looking for a shopping bag, you know, to go grocery shopping. And I really wonder if some of these designs might be nice for that. So this is done with a very thin recipe, with Olga Soby's recipe. And it was a blowout. And I had a difficult time, so what you'll see is there's kind of like different colors here, and it does actually look, it works, you know, you've got really light colors and on this side as well, and let me make sure this is totally in focus. It was fun, it was different. I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I'll usually post stuff like this and get feedback, and one of my grandnieces really loved it, so it's pretty cool. As I look closer, it's got some really nice effects going on. It's very flowy here, a few cells here. So it's different, but I think it worked out okay. So this is very small. It's like a 10 by 10, and it's a Dutch pour. It's you may not see flowers around that look like that, but I do like that. I do like the colors. I think they came out nicely. Okay, that got a little brighter. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. I think I've shared just about all the paintings I have in my possession right now. I hope you have a great afternoon, great evening. You take care.